Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Burt Lancaster. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Lancaster left an indelible mark on the film industry, captivating audiences with his rugged charm, versatility, and undeniable talent. Born on November 2, 1913, in New York City, Lancaster's early life was marked by hardship, determination, and a passion for performance that would eventually propel him to stardom. Growing up in the bustling Manhattan neighborhood of East Harlem, Lancaster was the second of 5 children to James Henry Lancaster, a postal worker, and Lizzie Lancaster, a homemaker. The family lived in a small apartment on 106th Street, where young Burt spent countless hours exploring the city streets, developing a keen sense of adventure and curiosity. As a child, Lancaster was fascinated by the circus, often sneaking into the big top to watch the acrobats and aerialists perform. This early fascination would later shape his career as a performer. Lancaster's childhood was not without its challenges, however. His father struggled to provide for the family during the Great Depression, and Burt was forced to take on part-time jobs to support his loved ones. Despite these difficulties, Lancaster's parents encouraged his love of performance, enrolling him in the DeWitt Clinton High School Drama Club, where he honed his acting skills alongside future stars like Montgomery Clift. After graduating from high school in 1930, Lancaster enrolled in New York University, studying drama and aspiring to become a professional actor. However, due to financial constraints, he was forced to drop out after just 1 year. It was during this period that Lancaster's experiences as a circus performer began to take shape. He joined the K Brothers Circus, a small troupe that traveled throughout the United States, performing acrobatic feats and aerial stunts. This experience not only helped him develop his physical skills, but also taught him the importance of discipline, hard work, and adaptability. As Lancaster traveled with the circus, he met a diverse range of people, including performers, musicians, and artists, who would later influence his work in Hollywood. He developed close friendships with fellow performers, like the trapeze artist Nick Cravat, with whom he would later collaborate on numerous film projects. The circus also provided Lancaster with a unique perspective on the world, exposing him to different cultures, landscapes, and ways of life that would eventually inform his acting style. The 1930s were a transformative period for Lancaster, marked by both personal struggle and artistic growth. He continued to perform with the circus, while also landing small roles in off-Broadway productions and experimenting with writing and directing. In 1939, Lancaster married June Ernst, a former circus performer, and the couple began to build a life together. As the decade drew to a close, Lancaster's experiences as a circus performer had prepared him for the physical demands of acting. But it was his stint in the United States Army during World War II that would ultimately set him on the path to stardom. Enlisting in 1942, Lancaster served in the Army's Special Services Division, entertaining troops and developing his skills as a performer. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of Burt's transformation from circus acrobat to Hollywood star. Lancaster's breakthrough role came in 1946 with the film The Killers, directed by Robert Siodmak and based on an Ernest Hemingway short story. His portrayal of Ole Anderson, a former boxer turned hitman, earned him critical acclaim and recognition within the industry. This marked the beginning of a long and successful collaboration with producer Hal Wallace, who would go on to produce many of Lancaster's most iconic films. The 1950s were a pivotal decade for Lancaster, with starring roles in films like Criss Cross, The Flame and the Arrow, and Jim Thorpe, All American. However, it was his performance in Fred Zinnemann's From Here to Eternity that truly solidified his status as a Hollywood leading man. Lancaster's portrayal of Sergeant Milton Warden, a tough but compassionate Army sergeant, earned him an Academy Award nomination and cemented his reputation as a versatile and nuanced actor. Lancaster's success in the 1950s was not limited to his film work. He also became known for his commitment to social justice and his involvement in various charitable causes. In 1955, he was one of the founders of the Lancaster Brooks Productions Company, which aimed to produce films that tackled tough social issues and promoted progressive values. One of Lancaster's most iconic roles came in 1960 with the film Elmer Gantry, directed by Richard Brooks and based on a novel by Sinclair Lewis. His portrayal of the charismatic but corrupt evangelist Elmer Gantry earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor and cemented his reputation as one of Hollywood's greatest leading men. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Lancaster continued to appear in a wide range of films, including Birdman of Alcatraz, The Train, and The Professionals I Bought. He also became known for his work as a director, helming films like The Kentuckian and The Hallelujah Trail. Lancaster's personal life was also marked by both triumph and struggle. In 1946, he married Norma Anderson, with whom he had 2 children, and the couple remained together until their divorce in 1969. Lancaster later married Susan Martin, and the couple remained together until his death in 1994. As we continue to explore the life and legacy of Burt Lancaster, it's clear that his impact on Hollywood extends far beyond his own filmography. He was a true original, a man who embodied the spirit of adventure and creativity that defined the golden age of Hollywood. As the 1970s came to a close, Lancaster continued to appear in a wide range of films, including The Cassandra Crossing and Twilight's Last Gleaming. However, it was his role as Lou Pascal in Louis Malle's Atlantic City that truly showcased his ability to adapt to changing times and trends in Hollywood. Lancaster's portrayal of a small-time hood who becomes embroiled in a complex web of crime and deception earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor and cemented his reputation as one of the most versatile and enduring actors of his generation. Throughout the 1980s, Lancaster continued to work with some of the most acclaimed directors of the time, including Richard Attenborough and Peter Weir. One of his most notable roles from this period came in 1989 with Phil Alden Robinson's Field of Dreams, where he played Moonlight Graham, a former baseball player who gets a second chance at life. Lancaster's performance in this film was widely praised, and it marked one of the final highlights of his illustrious career. In addition to his work on screen, Lancaster remained committed to social justice and charitable causes throughout his life. He was a vocal advocate for civil rights and environmental protection, and he worked tirelessly to support organizations like the American Civil Liberties Union and the Sierra Club. Burt Lancaster passed away on October 20th, 1994, at the age of 80, leaving behind a legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest leading men. His impact on the film industry extends far beyond his own remarkable body of work, inspiring generations of actors, directors, and producers with his commitment to excellence and his unwavering passion for the craft. Today, Lancaster's films continue to be celebrated and studied by audiences around the world. His iconic performances in From Here to Eternity, Elmer Gantry, and Atlantic City remain some of the most memorable and influential in Hollywood history, and his legacy serves as a testament to the power of talent, dedication, and creativity. As we conclude our exploration of Burt Lancaster's life and career, it's clear that his impact on Hollywood will be felt for generations to come. He was a true original, a man who embodied the spirit of adventure and creativity that defined the golden age of Hollywood. Join us next time on Star Bios as we explore the fascinating story of another Hollywood legend and discover the remarkable achievements and enduring legacy of a true cinema icon. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.